Guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Kit Blogs, your number one unscripted YouTube channel. For those of you who are returning subscribers, guys, thank you for your support. For those of you who haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. And so today, guys, I have a visitor in my channel today, and so she's going to tell us about life and experiences in the Middle East as a housemaid, working as a housemaid. So for those of you who have been asking about the video, today it's here. It is the epitome of those stories that you hear in the Middle East. So she's going to introduce herself. Atawaambia jina yake. From there we shall proceed tusikie hizi mastori za huko, kama zinapanga kila mtu anatuambia ni ukweli ama ni uongo. So she will introduce herself. So Miss Emma, welcome.
Hi guys, my name is Miss Emma. Yeah, today we'll be talking about life in the Middle East, what, how it is working in the Middle East, or the challenges mostly like housemaid face working in Middle East, because it's not easy working in the Middle East, of course, because working in the Middle East unaweza angukia mbozi mzuri, sometimes you can have a bad boss, so we have different destinies. Yeah.
So those are some of the simple challenges yenye mnapata. So as a young girl pale kwa village, kuna msichana anataka aende Middle East afanye kazi. So what can you advise the lady, because as a country right now kupata job ni ngumu, na most of the people wanataka kwenda Middle East wapate job. So unaweza muadvise aje?
Okay, working in the Middle East is a journey first. It is not easy. It's not just you just wake up, you land somewhere, and you start working and life is smooth. Life is tunaweza sema ni hard. Kuna wenye life inakuanga hard na kuna watu wenye life inakuanga easy. So kutoka Kenya and then you go to Middle East countries. Kitu ya kwanza, the culture is very different. The food is very different. The people are very different. Because utapata watu who are talking Swahili in Middle East, utachanganyika na watu very different. Watu wanaongea Kiarabu, people who are talking English, people who are talking French. So language barrier ndio kwanza wanga inaremea watu wengi sana. Because maybe you know English and the boss mwenye umepata ajui English, anajua tu Kiarabu peke yake. So you are caught in between with the language barrier. Ukiambiwa hivi uelewi. And it is nini inakuanga so traumatizing, unapata na boss mwenye anajua tu Kiarabu. Or if maybe the husband knows English and the wife does not know English, italeta shida. Maybe nani ataona kama unamkatia hivi kama bibi ataona kama unakatiwa na bwana. So language barrier inakuanga kitu very important. And kitu ingine inakuanga ni food. Unajua huku tumezoea ugali, githeri. So ukienda kule unapatanga you get a different food, unaget. So inakuwa so challenging kwako, because mostly in Middle East watu kuna vizuri lunch. So unapata usiku the only snack. We in a typical Kenyan home, we are used to eat 3 times a day. Unaita breakfast, lunch na dinner. But you will find in Middle East watu kula sana lunch. Vizuri. Yani a proper meal. But you find that now in the morning and at night people snack. We are not used to snack. We are not used to snack in Africa. We used to eat proper meal. Ugari. Unabonda ugari saa 7 jioni uko na ugari. But when you get there, you go serve you serve a lot. But tunasemanga ni it is part of life. It is part of life actually. Alafu kitu ingine inakuanga so challenging ni upatane na boss mwenye. By the way, nasemanga ukitaka kwenda kufanya kazi na Mwarabu, you have to have a mentality that this person is human and also you are human. Because most Kenyans or most Africans wanakuanga na mentality ya Arabs are very bad people. Yani Warabu tu wako na ile mazoea ya kutesa wa Afrika wakienda kuajiri. But that is not the case actually. Ukitoka hapa juu unaenda kufanyia binadamu kazi. So the way venye atakutake yani behave, yani naweza elezaje venye unataka kutake is how you are supposed to behave. Kitu kile nini, one thing yenye uwanga inalemea sana sana Africans is when you're born in a Muslim home, they are used to eat in one plate, ile sinia wanaweka chakula hapo anakula. But there are these people when the Arabs, si wote, a percentage of them, utapata kwetu tumezoea kila mtu anawekewa pasani yake, you eat. But for them utavidi sasa wao wataweka kwa sinia moja kwanza wakule, ili itabaki ndio utapewa. And it's so sad because chakula yenye imebaki kwetu tunajuanga we are supposed to give it to the animals, kuku, mbwa hivi. So you feel so bad. Lakini if you don't talk from the beginning, watu wataendelea kukuchukulia hivi. Inakujanga na same to work. Unaona, inaweza kuwa ulitoka hapa Kenya huku umeenda kufanyia bosi mmoja kazi. When you arrive there, huku unafanyia auntie kazi, huku utafanyia the uncles, wow, yani it's like you're working for the whole clan, but literally you are paying the same salary. Mazee mtu usikia vibaya sana, but if you don't stop it from the onset, hii kitu utawahi stop. So your voice, you have to speak so that they can hear your other side of story. Ukata some appetite kuwa stop, your appetite itaisha. They will continue maltreating you na hakuna kitu unaweza fanya. Kitu kingine naambianga watu ukitoka huko, for example, agent wanga anakuambia mshahara yako. Sometimes kama you are first time going to work in the Middle East, wanakuambianga you are supposed to be paid $225. $225 is around 22 to 23,000 Kenyan shillings. If you are ex-gov, sometimes they pay $250 or $275. That is around 25 to 27,000. But squeeze sasa, they are supposed to pay $275. If you don't negotiate your salary in Kenya, my friend, forget it when you arrive in Arab countries. Ile salary agent alikwambia kwa Kenya, hiyo ndio salary utaenda kulipa huko. So if you want your life to be smooth, ukifika huko about the salary, you better start talking when you're in Kenya. But when you arrive in Middle East and you start telling the obvious there, because in Kenya I was told the salary is
maybe 50, 40.
Hakuna kitu cha change. So it's better you stand your ground when you're in Kenya. Uambie mimi siendi kama mlipi this certain amount of money. Yeah.
Okay. So inamaanisha kubagain mshahara yako ni time uko hapa.
You're supposed to bargain it.
Your salary when you're still in Kenya.
When you go there maybe uende kwa ofisi, unajua agent are very smart in Kenya. Wanakuambianga when you arrive there, after 3 months utaongezewa mshahara. By who? After 3 months you are signing your contract. And there's nothing you can do at that point. Visiting visa yako ishaisha, inakuanga 3 months. And these 3 months Mwarabu anakuanga vizuri sana. Anakuanga mzuri, anakupaka mafuta, sijui anakuambia sweet things. But hiyo 3 months ikiisha, you see pepe. So you better start talking when in Kenya. Ukifika huko mkuwa in agreement.
Okay. For those who are not Muslims, wenye ni wa Kristo, what are the challenges wanapitia huko?
Actually,
because utapata a family of Muslims, na mtu analazimishwa, now umekuja hapa, you do what the Romans do, tunaenda wote mosque. So what happens?
Actually, I've ever worked for a Muslim country, a Muslim boss in Dubai. Do you know these people kept asking me, wait, kwa nini usichange ukuwe a Muslim? When you're working in a Muslim home, when you are Christian, you are forbidden. Kitu ya kwanza kuuza Quran. You cannot touch a Quran. Why? Because you are not Muslim. And these people will keep disturbing you. Sijui tunataka ukuwe Muslim, you can go to the mosque, you pray, and kitu ingine utashindanga umefunga kitambaa kwa kichwa. na and you wear nini inaitangwa ni buibui.
Buibui na hijab kwa kichwa.
Hiyo ni lazima sasa ufunike kichwa kwa when you're working in a Muslim home. Kitu ingine kitu inakuanga so kwanza annoying, nitasema ni annoying or tiring or something, ni ile wakati unapata imefika wakati wa Ramadan. Hey, utaosha masufuria.
Hiyo ndo wakati kazi inakuwa mingi.
That time hata unaweza sleep 3 o'clock in the morning. Na uamke 5. So dita umesleep for 2 hours. So inakuanga kazi inakuanga mingi sana during Ramadan. Ndio unaonanga hata during Ramadan you can even lose it if you're working an housemaid in Arab country, especially in Muslim. So maybe inakuanga better for those people who are working as 2 or 3 nannies. That is very rare. It's very rare upate umeandikwa you are employed in the same house when you are 2 to 3 nannies, but maximum inakuanga 2 nannies. There are people who are lucky, the employers have money, so they are employed when they are 2 or 3. Kuna wakupika, kuna wakuosha manguo, kuna kupiga deki, vitu kama hivi, but it's very rare. Also you expect utoke Kenya unaenda a country like Lebanon, they employ one per house. Ukipata amebroil 2 per house, that means the family is so big. But sometimes they don't consider. A place where I've people are embroiled 2 per house is like in Dubai where I was working, we were working 2, or a place like Saudi, but see houses zote is very rare.
And then pia kumekuwa ni hizi stories zinaendelea ya kwamba if you are a Muslim, upate a Muslim family they'll favor you. Kama ni Christian they won't favor you. Is it true ama hizo ni story tu za watu wanasemanga ni story za jaba?
Hizo za jaba because tuseme unaweza kuwa a Muslim, you go to a Muslim home, but that people they don't have interest of housemaid at heart. They will still maltreat you. Unaonanga ni kama wale watu naweza elezea aje,
so they wanakuona like when you housemaid, so
when you housemaid, that is your place.
Haufai.
Yeah, that is your place and you cannot change about it. If you are a housemaid, you are an housemaid. That is your place. And they don't recognize you. They assume you're just there.
Okay.
Wanasi unaona God, hey, we are suffered in this life. Unajua we are suffered in this life.
So like for you,
unaona Mwarabu anaweza amka asubuhi na kuna kitu mmemfanyia mpaka mkienda kulala, unapata hata haja kuona amekupita like several times, na haja kusalimia na hujamkosea, and you have not done anything to that person in good terms, na kuoni anaona kama ni giza iko hapo, lakini wakati atahitaji kitu atakuona. Yani tu madhara ndogo ndogo,
only because in the name you are a housemaid.
You are a housemaid, you are African. Yeah,
so
people are suffering.
Watu wanakuvumilia.
This is you have to suffer. Unavumilia tu.
So you've been there so many times. Your first time, how was your experience?
First time I worked in Jordan, but it was hell working in Jordan because I was so new in Arab countries. That thank God the bride who had employed me in Jordan, she was a Christian, and also she could understand English. So that is something which made me so lucky. I speak English, she understand English, but hakukuwa na mtoto. She was an elderly woman, but she was married. She had a husband, but the husband was so nice to me. But this woman, she could show me pepe for nothing. There is no children, but you have to wake up at 6 to do what's nothing. So and she will wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. You wake up 6.
Umeamka 6.
Umeamka 6 na kile kitu unafanya. Lakini nataka kupata ukifanya kitu.
Tu uone kuwa busy.
Busy doing nothing. Because the house was not big, the house was small. So working in Jordan, it was not a nice experience.
So the second place you worked after Jordan?
The second place I went to was Dubai, but in Dubai I did not stay. Sikukaa sana Dubai. It was a few months, then I came back to Kenya. But the place I can really say I enjoyed working in Arab countries is Lebanon. Lebanon has been always, it has a special place in my heart. Yeah, because I think I got an understanding both. She's nice, the family is nice, the people are nice. And hawakuoni, hawakutengi kama wewe ni Mwafrika, wewe ni housemaid, yani ufai uvai kuwa na wao udhurumiwe. No, they are nice people. You are a human being like us. You are supposed to be treated like human being. That's why I love working in Lebanon.
Pia watu wamekuwa wakisema Qatar wanalipa vizuri kushinda Dubai, kushinda Lebanon. Wengine wanakuwa wakisema Kuwait inalipa vizuri kushinda Qatar, Lebanon na Dubai. So maybe you can help us demystify these myths.
Mshahara ni ile ile tu.
Depending ni kazi unafanya.
It depends with what you are doing, but for housemaid, most countries is like they pay the same. It depends. Depending it is your first time ama your second time, ama ukienda kufanya kazi mali unaenda kufanya, these people might see huyu mtu ameiva kwa hii kazi, anafanya kazi mzuri, and they will increase your salary. But tu ukienda pale ujifanye mjiwaji, Kenya mnajifanyanga wajuaje? Ukienda kwa Arabu. Kwanza ukienda kwa Marabu kuwa new, jifanya ujui kitu, and what you are told you are supposed to do, so that mko on the same page with your boss. So regarding salary ina depend ni first time, ni second time, they differ. Huwezi compare newcomer in gaf na ex-gaf. Watu hawajui hizo compare. They cannot be paid the same salary.
So the ex analipa,
the ex wako juu
kushinda the new one.
The new ones. Yeah, because the new ones, unajua they have to undergo through training. Lakini ex-gaf wako familia. Wako familia na vitu.
And so I was to ask, so for those of you wenye wameenda huko ni they are married, mama watoto, what happens mtu akiwa na emergency ama akitaka kurudi nyumbani holiday, what happens? Atarudi ama mpaka ngoje contract iishe ndio arudi? Huwa mnafanya aje?
It depends na mwenye amekuajiri. It depends with the person who you're working for. For me, when I was working in Lebanon, I remember like when my father died, my employer was so concerned. Actually, I did not work for 1 week. My employer was so concerned, akaniambia nikulipie ndege uende nyumbani ndo urudi. So it's for you to do your calculations. For that time I was almost finishing my contract. Na tena nikaangalia, it is a person who has died. Even if that person is so close in my heart, even if I go home, nothing will happen. That person will still be buried. So hata ina depending na personal level, unataka kwenda nyumbani ama utaki. But sometimes inapatanga you have to, sometimes you have barriers of going home because of the person you are working for. Unapata mwenye unafanyia kazi anataka until you finish your contract ndio utaenda nyumbani. But there are some of employers who are very considering. Ukipata emergency, wanaweza kukulipia ndege, or they tell you pay a ticket for yourself. Yeah.
Also, there's a friend of mine ako Lebanon. So alikuwa ananiambia anasumbukana sana akikuwa mgonjwa, before ampeleke hospitali wanangoja alemewe sana na ugonjwa ndio ampeleke hospitali.
What people don't understand is in Arab countries, ni kitu inakwanga tu ndani ya Waarabu, when you are sick will be given Panadol. There is this belief they have in them that Panadol can cure everything, but they don't know, hawajuangi Panadol inaweza kuwa suffering from malaria, typhoid, any kitu very serious, but for them they don't take it like seriously because you're just a worker. And then kitu inakuja on my mind is nimekuwa msick. When I go to that country or when I get into that country, kuna kitu wanachukuanga inaitwa medical cover. Sasa kitu sijai understand mpaka wa leo ni hiyo medical cover, kwani wanga wanarudi wanakuja wanakuwa compensated ndio kutumiwa, or what happens? Because it frustrates me. Mtu amekuwa mgonjwa apelekwa hospitali, you keep giving this person Panadol, but you don't know whether the illness is serious or what you are curing with this Panadol is what this person is suffering for. But it is very frustrating, and many people are suffering and they end up dying because of that. Kupewa tu Panadol. Yeah.
Unatibu ugonjwa hujui.
Unatibu tu ugonjwa hujui na unatibu na Panadol. That is really frustrating. So many workers in Middle East.
So that means when you get a job, a good job and a good family, you are lucky.
You are lucky, so lucky by the way. so laki, but an Arab is an Arab, whether good or bad. Kuna zile weakness anakuanga nazo.
So guys, you've heard from Miss Emma. So for those of you who wanted the information about Lebanon, Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, mmesikia kutoka kwake. So it is upon you. I understand as a country there are no jobs right now. Self-employment pia ndo hiyo. Sometimes kufanya pia ni ngumu bila some small loans. So for those of you mnataka kuenda, you can reach Miss Emma hapa. I think anaweza wasaidia. Anajua one or two agents mwenye anaweza wasaidia kuenda. And also guys, for those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, comment the video, and hit the notification bell in case any video is up.